Welcome to my Code Tutorials YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about how we can create and activate Python virtual environment for Python projects in Windows computer. So here, what I have done is I have opened up the Visual Studio Code and I have created a project folder called as test. So the first thing that we have to do in order to create the Python virtual environment is we have to open up the terminal and we have to go to the project folder. And here you guys can see I have saved my project in my desktop inside the test folder, and that's where I am in this terminal. Now, in order to create the Python virtual environment, we will enter the command python space -m space venv space, and after that we have to provide the name for the folder which will contain all the virtual environment related files. Commonly venv, .venv, myvenv, these are used. You guys can give any name. Here I'm gonna go with venv. So the command is python space -m space venv, and then the second venv that I have here is the name that I'm giving for the folder. Now after that we will hit the enter key and the command will return nothing, but if you go to the project folder, then you can see the folder with the name venv. If you expand that, you can see some files and folders. We will mainly interested in this scripts folder. If you open up that, you can see the programs to activate and deactivate this virtual environment. At the same time, you can also see the programs like pip and Python. Now, what we have to do in order to use this virtual environment for this particular project is we have to activate it. And here we can see that to activate this virtual environment, we have to run this activate program, which is present inside the scripts folder, which is present inside the venv folder, which is present inside the test folder. So here we will access this scripts folder first. So it will be venv/scripts, and then we have to specify the program that we want to run. In this case, it is the activate program. Now, if I hit the enter key in here, for some of you guys, you may not see an error message. The command will go through and you will see the virtual environment activated. But for some of you guys, you may see an error like this. Here, Microsoft execution policy is not allowing us to run this activate command. So what we have to do is we have to change the execution policy. In order to do that, first we will check the execution policy. For that, we will execute the command get-execution policy. If I run this, we can see we get restricted. So in order to make it unrestricted, we have to type in another command, and that command is this one. I will provide this command in the description box if you want, or you guys can copy the command by looking at the screen. Now we have to execute this command. Once we execute it, nothing happens in the command prompt, but the execution policy has been changed. We can check that by again running the get-execution policy command. Now you guys can see we get unrestricted. So now what we can do is we can run the command which will activate the virtual environment. So I will do that. So that command is venv/scripts/activate. Now if I run this command, then we can see that the virtual environment has been activated by looking at this venv which is present before this prompt. So now what we can do is we can start working on this project. We can install the dependencies or the packages this project needs, and all of them will be installed in this virtual environment. So this is it guys for this particular video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the dislike button. If you have anything to say, write that in the comment box. For more tutorials, subscribe to the channel.